And success comes on different levels. My heartbreaking feeling of anger, these feelings of resentment, these feelings of unforgiveness, they're really derailing, we're derailing this locomotive headed for disaster. Because it puts into laws, it puts laws in action that until you have forgiveness, and until you, let's say, embrace mercy on this person, you truly are not able to get to that next level. And I've learned this over the course of time because I've had to do the exact same thing. You need to let things go. This lady, she did me in the biggest. You know, when I make a mistake, I do something wrong in some fashion. You know what? I love to be forgiven. Feelings of having a second chance. Here's the being able to say, I'm sorry. Clear the conscience. You know, I treat others the way I want to be treated. Therefore, I give. No, it hurt me. Give me a second chance. Let these offenses lower us. Let these offenses linger and muck in the fire of our inner being. It tends to cloud our vision. That's I can call it talking here, kind of like that. You know, when I'm able to let go of these past obstacles, and I'm able to use the light of forgiveness, may evaporate the fog and clears up the view. Instead of having people stay on my so critical offensive radar or under that microscope, now I'm free to enjoy their company and to really see them for who they are now and not for who they were. You know, I make the choice. You can all make the choice. To be able to see the best in people around you and believe that, you know what, there is good within them, regardless of what the person does in the past. But open my heart up to reservation. You know what? Not easy. Truly needs to be discussed because in order for you truly to take your life to the next level, you feel like, I don't know if you've ever read the book, Progress. One part of the progress. You know, but if I'm having trouble getting past the fence and treating a person with grace, I will change this point of view that I have. I will put myself in the place of the loved ones as their loved ones. I'm not going to say, well, yeah, I cannot sit here and on this platform and tell you that this is easy enough to do. It's not. But it's something that it has to be done. And it's the only thing that will move you to that next level. If you're sitting here right now, I'm not sure why I can't get to this next point. This might be a point for me to review. I know when I did, when I was able to forgive certain people in my life and let it go, things really drastically changed. Not only changed for them, they changed for me. Because if you have unforgiveness, that person comes around you, and life happens. How does that make me feel? Once again, I drive this point home. How does that make you feel? You get sad. It's just a lump. nervous emotions within you, it's not fair to you. But until you let that go, it'll always be that way. You know, I wish the best for those who have wronged me. I don't damn them to hell. I don't wish the world to cave in on them. But I wish them the best. I pray for them. And when you wish someone the best, and you pray for them, it's hard. Oh, it's hard to stay mad. Once again, this is a tough subject. I can feel it. There's someone out there right now that is housing this. I feel it on this call this morning. There's someone on this call this morning. I feel it. I can feel it inside my being. There's someone here this morning who is housing this in a big way. And I'd be more than happy to please feel free. You know who you are. Feel free to call me, and we'll discuss how to get you on this road of forgiveness, because I feel it is a setback for you. I don't mean to go off on this bit, but I feel it really bad on this call this morning. There's someone on this call this morning who is feeling anger, hurt, and unforgiveness, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's one of the keys. There's a reason why you're not taking your business, your life to the next level. Choose today to be able to guard your heart from the lustful eye and prevent new offenses from taking root and growing like weeds. But, folks, forgive, forget, move on. Forgive, forget, move on. You will be happy that you did. I'm telling you what, it's going to relieve so much inner turmoil from your being. You'll be amazed. Forgiveness is huge. Listen, you gotta get a chance. Matthew West, Forgiveness. Great song. Great song. I'm going to open the phone line. A little bit different energy on this call this morning. But it's a crucial topic. And that's what we're here for. We're here for mindset. It can't always be out loud per hour wall of energy. These are things that we need to uncover. Phone lines are open. Please feel free to share. Star 6.
Ernie, it's Tula.
Yeah, Tula.
Alright. Oh, I'm glad you can hear me because
Go ahead, Tula.
I'm having technical issues.
Go ahead.
Okay. You're right. This is a tough topic, and this requires the oxygen mask for sure. But it's an important one. Forgiveness is not just about the other person, it's more about ourselves. Because forgiveness is really one of the things that sets us free. And, it's something I know I still kind of struggle with, especially at the initial point when someone has wronged me. And I get angry about it. But then it simmers down, and I'm able to let it go. And of course, some offenses, it takes a little bit longer than others. And, I know that I still struggle with forgiving my ex-husband, where I'm for a while, and then, the topic sort of comes up, and I'm having a discussion, and I have to go through the forgiveness process all over again. But I think the thing to remember is that forgiveness is a process. And sometimes it takes a little longer than other times, but it is a process. And we have to go through that process and follow through to the end, to the point where we're able to forgive someone. And you brought up a great point. I think the key, when you know you've truly forgiven someone, is when you can wish them the best and actually praise them. You know then that you have forgiven them, and you can just go on.
Yeah, that's the releasing part of it. That is where the true release comes in, when you are able to honestly within yourself, because you can say it until you actually feel it within your inner being. That's such a crucial point there too. Until you are able to release it and be able to move on and say, you know what, I'm wishing them that, and mean it with all sincerity. There's still just a little bit of that, a little splinter, a little sliver of that unforgiveness in there. Oh, and it festers, let's let our fester, Thank you, Tula. Awesome. Margie, you're next.
Hold on. Let somebody else go for right now.
All right, well, I'll mute you out then. Or say you mute out. Hit star 6, please, and mute out. I can step in.
Okay.
There you go, Ted. Go ahead, Ted. Ted.
All right. So, you talk about forgiveness and the other word, forgetting, and when it comes down to it, when I think about it, to having a grudge and holding on to all that stuff, you're carrying all that stress, all that weight along with you, just to hold on to the negative energy that was produced in the moment that you're not forgiving. And to me, when I think about that, I go, I don't have room. I don't have room in the brain for this. There's all the positive growth stuff I'm going through. There's the other things I want to remember to do. There's all this other stuff. I don't have the time, the space, the resources to worry about this negative thing to carry with me. That's done, it's gone, dealt with. So forgiving to me, like you said, is letting go and forgetting. I never carried it with me in the first place. So if that negative energy comes up, I'm not going to pick it up and carry it from somebody else. It doesn't affect me in that way. It's part of the release. It's also not picking it up.
Yeah, you got it.
There's no room for it. To hold on to those big, huge chunks of memory that are just clouded in all the junk. That there's other things that can be moved in there, good memories that can be taking up that space. That I just don't waste my time with it.
Right. I mean, it's spot on, Ted. That goes, almost back to in a couple months now, we spoke on reflecting versus dwelling. To reflect on something, one thing, but to dwell on it's a totally different thing. Right on, buddy. Thank you so much, Ted. Not even release it. Don't even grab hold of it. Man, that pain is hot. Ouch. Oh, don't touch that. I'm not picking that up. Very good, Ted. Thank you. Go ahead, Dave.
Okay. I think maybe I'm still forgiving my folks. I mean, they just show up at our wedding. They didn't even come to see the little boy when he was born. I'm thinking, if I still not forgiving them, I thought I was. But every now and then, Karen just comes up to me and just calls me PO, I guess you could say. I'm like, I mean, while Ted was talking, I just felt this really immense, I don't know, hurt being lifted off my heart. I wonder, maybe I need to forgive some more. I don't know.
If you're feeling that, then yes. If you're questioning that within yourself, Dave, I'm going to step out on a limb and say yes. You need a release for on that. And, and that's there's another thing here though. You realize it. Okay, and you're at least questioning it. And that in itself is just making it a step forward. Once again, kids, I'm not gonna say that this can happen overnight. I'm not gonna lie and stretch it and say that. But it's been a realization. You now know what you need to do and where you need to go with it. And the thing is, you can listen back to this call again, and I'm once again, I'm here to work with you on that. Okay. Thank you for bringing that up, Dave. Very powerful. Anyone else here this morning? Yes.
Just a word today. That's what I mean by forgiveness being a process. And sometimes hurts are so deep and the wrongs are so atrocious in some cases. I know there's people out there who've been seriously bad stuff, and the wounds are deep, and that's where forgiveness is a process. And so you can't be upset with yourself that I see I still haven't forgiven them. It's like Ernie said, the acknowledgement, and then working on it again. And going through that process again. And, some of us have been through some small stuff. I hear some pretty incredible stories. And it's tough stuff, but as long as we're going through it and going through the process, at least we're going through it and we're moving and we're not getting stuck under the burden of being unforgiving.
Exactly. Thank you, Julia. Thank you for expanding on that. Very good. And we're here for you, Dave. Anyone else this morning? Hey, I do want to, before I forget here, Marianne, she's got some background noise, and she shared a quote with me. I want to share this all with you. This is a great quote, and it comes from Elise Dunas. So I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Holding on to anger is like drinking a poison and expecting the other person to die. Let me say that again. Holding on to anger is like me drinking the poison and expecting the other person to die. Wrap your head around that one, kids. That is huge. Greg, I want you to throw that in. I'll get you the correct name on that, spelling and everything. I want to throw that on the blog post today, would you please? That's a great quote. Awesome. Thank you, Marianne, for sharing that one. Anyone else this morning want to share? Name star 6 if you're muted.
I'm Sandy.
Yes, Sandy.
One quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk about remembering and hanging on to a memory as far as your anger or whatever the situation is. My question, you quote unquote forgiven, but you have you're not trying to remember, but you have a constant mind of it. I'll give you an example. Walk in the door, and that person walks out back.
How's that making you feel?
Like I want to hang up on you today.
We'll talk. Let's get together and talk, okay? Let's do it. Thank you for sharing, Sandy. Love you. Big hugs, man. Big hugs. Anyone else this morning? Margie. Yeah, Margie.
I had a couple more tell me that she had gone to some kind of a seminar to learn how to get rid of bitterness, because bitterness is a killer, and it really is. Bitterness only hurts the person that's bitter. The other person thought in most cases, times are not smart, not even thinking about it. Something that not that in my own personal family, so talking from experience. But I also have I can only send it to Skype. I can only send it to a few. Because there's something that your head is outrage. It's the power of forgiveness. It's awesome. I gotta listen to it myself again sometimes. The refresher, just like my bucket, difficult, but I thought I could do that occasionally. If anybody wants to get me, I'll keep on board. And I will be
Margie.org, good. Powerful stuff. Any final thoughts, kids? Thank you, Margie.
Good morning.
Mr. Greg, go ahead, buddy.
Yes, I've known people, as we all have, that deal with forgiveness issues. I personally know somebody who has let bitterness eat them alive and basically ruin their life. And this is a really good example of what bitterness and unforgiveness can do in our lives. It's not for the person, it is for us. Get all laughing inside because the time in this phone call this morning, about 30 or 40 minutes before the phone call, I learned something that just has me in trouble right now. And inside I'm just screaming for all the work. I'll get over it and go, well, it won't take long. It's got to be dealt with. But I heard a quote one time, and I cannot do the quote justice, but it was to the effect of what you were talking about with the voice and the quote you want me to from the blog. And it's about how holding on to that every day is like the person who hurt you one time, but are you going to allow them to hurt you over and over and over again every single day because you keep revisiting it and you keep harboring that bitterness because you are just letting them do it to you every single day even though they only did it to you once. I've seen people take it to the grave. We never ever actually forgiving. It's essentially like, to take it into the physical, it's as if somebody just beat you with a stick, you pick it up and you start beating yourself with it. That's a good example. Right on. And it's like, don't take it. Leave the stuff on the ground. Walk away from it. There's no reason to continue the action again and again and again. So, yeah, right on. Right on.
Alrighty, well, thank you very much. I know this was not an easy call this morning, but, I think we would be doing ourselves a disservice and not being true to what this call is all about. That's not the mindset. But honestly, without exploring all the issues, we're not doing it justice, folks. Sometimes we will have calls that will be complimentary, another time we're going to have calls that are just fun and lots of energy. The morning call was a tough topic, but it's a topic that needed to be discussed. I'll get you guys your 3 questions for the day and taking your day. Number 1 is, how can I live a life free from hatred? How can I live a life free from hatred? Number 2, what do I need to do to forgive? Or who do I need to forgive? I'm sorry. Who do I need to forgive? Who do I need to forgive? And What is the best way to learn to love someone? What is the best way to learn to love someone? Folks, remember, the call doesn't need to stop here. Greg will have the call up here in a little bit. I can share the call and also have a post to continue the discussion. Greg does such a great job, and he's very diligent about making sure this post gets up here, and I commend him for that. Continue the discussion over there. If not, to continue it, please go over there, like and share it on Facebook. All it's going to do is grow this call, grow you. So please be cognizant of that. www.mindsetdaily.com. We appreciate that. Folks, I truly do appreciate each and every one of you. This call has totally changed my life, and I know it's changed some of yours also. And we're only at the beginning of this. We're only a year in, so a year and a quarter in. We've got a long ways to go with this. It's a long ways to go. Folks, on behalf of Jerry Meyer, Tula Raywater, Ted Sawyer, and Greg Moore, I am Ernie Card, ethical Ernie. And folks, remember, life is full of choices. The choice you make today will be the one that shifts your tomorrow. Guys, live life. Live life. Live it big. First and foremost, live it now. Life is yours to live and enjoy. Well, I'm sure smile at someone today, kids. You just never know who this day is going to make. Have a great day. We'll be back here to do it all over again tomorrow. I love each and every one of you. God bless you all, and bye for now.
Bye, Ernie. Bye, everyone. I love you, Sandy. Bye, everyone.